Hello everyone, welcome to the Lantern Tales. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, things just don't go your way? Like success is always one step ahead of you? If that sounds familiar, this story might just change the way you see challenges forever. Once upon a time, in a quiet countryside surrounded by green hills, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was kind, honest, and full of dreams. But he had one big weakness. He couldn't wait for anything. If he planted a flower, he wanted it to bloom tomorrow. If he learned something new, he wanted to master it overnight. And when things didn't go his way, he would lose his temper. One day, a rich businessman from the city visited the village. He announced that he was looking for a farmer who could grow the best wheat for his company. The reward? A lifetime partnership and a large amount of money. Ethan's eyes sparkled with excitement. He said proudly, "This is my chance to prove myself." He promised, "I'll grow the best wheat in 3 months." The businessman smiled and said, "All right, Ethan, but remember, good things take time." Ethan worked day and night. He cleaned his field, bought the best seeds, and watered them every day. At first, small green shoots appeared, and his heart filled with joy. But soon, heavy rain came for days. The soil turned muddy, and his crops began to bend. Panicking, Ethan shouted, "Oh no, my crops are ruined!" An old farmer named Thomas saw him and said calmly, "Don't worry, son. Nature knows what it's doing. Just give it time." But Ethan shook his head. "I don't have time. I must fix this now." So, in fear, he began digging up his plants to check the roots, one by one. By the time he was done, his whole field was destroyed. The next morning, the sky was clear, but Ethan's heart was broken. He had destroyed everything with his own impatience. He went to Thomas and said sadly, "I ruined everything. I just wanted success so badly." Thomas smiled and said, "Ethan, when you plant a seed, do you sit beside it waiting for it to grow?" Ethan looked down. "No, I water it and let it be." Thomas nodded. "Exactly. That's patience. You can't pull the roots every day to see if they're growing. Some things need time, not control." Ethan took a deep breath and said, "I understand. I'll start again." And he did. He planted new seeds, but this time he didn't rush. He didn't panic when it rained. He trusted time. Whenever he felt anxious, he would sit under a tree and whisper to himself, "Patience is also an action." Days passed, weeks turned into months, and when harvest season came, his field glowed golden under the sun. The businessman returned and said in amazement, "This is the best wheat I've ever seen." Ethan smiled and replied, "Thank you, sir. I just learned to wait." The businessman nodded. "Then you've learned the most important lesson in life, patience." Years later, Ethan became one of the most respected farmers in the region. People came from other villages and asked, "What's your secret?" Ethan would smile and say, "If you plant anger, you'll harvest regret. But if you plant patience, you'll harvest peace." So, my friends, when life feels hard and nothing seems to move forward, don't rush. Even the strongest trees take years to grow. Even the brightest stars need darkness to shine. Patience isn't doing nothing. It's trusting that your efforts will bloom at the right time. Calmness isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's knowing that everything beautiful takes time. So when life tests your patience, take a deep breath, step back, and remind yourself, your moment will come. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs this message today. And I'll see you in the next story, only on The Lantern Tales.